Hello guys, how are you? Well, we hope that you are doing so well. This assistantship, it's going to be about the present perfect. We're going to explain it, some usages that it has, and also some differences between the past simple and the present perfect. So let's start. First of all, we have to know what is the present perfect tense. Well, this tense is something which seemed complicated at first because of that have or has. But when you understand the rules, it becomes simpler. This tense is used to talk an action which began in the past, but it has continued in the present. And it's something that we often use in English. So it's something that started in the past, but it's still being.
Okay, hello everybody. Let's move into the form in which present perfect tense is used. So first of all, in the positive sentences, of course, we use the subject and then we use the auxiliary verb has or have, depending on the subject. Okay, this is the important part of the production of this tense. Okay, the have or has plus the past participle of the other verb. So in this case, we have I have tried sushi. So the auxiliary verb is have, and then the past participle of try is tried. Okay, and then in the negative form, it is the same, but the auxiliary verb goes like have not or haven't, or has not or hasn't, of course, depending on the subject. And then we have the form for questions. So in this case, what happened is that we use first the auxiliary verb, has or have, then the subject, and then the past participle. There's a little change in the way and in the order of the words. So we have in positive, I have tried sushi. In negative, I have not tried sushi. And then the question would be, have you tried sushi? Okay, let's continue.
Well, here are some usages of this tense. As I told you, it's an action that began in the past, but it's still being in the present time. And other example could be an action performed during a period that has not yet completed. So it's something that you have started, but you haven't finished it yet. Another thing is a repeated action in a specified time period between the past and the current time period. In this case, is an action that we have done so many times that we have done in the past, and we are going to do it in the future. The next one, it's an action that finished in every recent past, expressed by just. In this case, we can express an action that we have just finished. For example, Antonia has just explained the form of the tense. In this case, she just did it. It was so recent. And the last one, an action when the time is not important. For example, I've had breakfast. In this case, you have breakfast, but you don't specify how many times you had breakfast in this week, in this month, in this year. It doesn't matter. And here are some examples of the usages. Well, to express things that we have done. For example, she has never studied Japanese. In this case, it's a negative form, and it's something that in her life he hasn't done. To express a number of times you have done something. For example, how many times have you tried to call her? And you can say, I've tried to call her 4 times. In this case, you are giving we are expressing the times you have done it, because you have called her, but you are going to call her again. The next one is to describe recently completed actions which are important to know. For example, I have some bad news. I've lost my job, because he lost his job, but he can do it again, who knows. The next one is to express situations that started in the past and are still true. For example, I've known James for 4 or 5 years. In this case, it's something true because he has known James for a long time. He's still knowing him. The next one is to describe unfinished actions or situations. I read half of the book. In this case, he have read the half part of the book, and he's going to learn to read the next part. And the last one is to express present result. For example, John has missed the bus, so he'll be late. In this case, it's something that has just happened, as explained before. So it's a recent action.
Okay, so now as a way to compare with what you already know, that is the past simple, with what we're seeing now, which is present perfect, we have this comparison table. So first of all, we have the past simple, that we use it with the subject and the verb ending in ed if it is regular, and if it's irregular, it's all form change. So we use past simple to express finished time, to refer to defined time, and to indicate serious or finished actions, things that were completed in the past. But when we use present perfect, we are describing unfinished time. Like, I've worked as a teacher since 2011. This means that my work as a teacher hasn't finished yet, so it doesn't have a defined time. Then we have, of course, the present perfect refers to indefinite time, as I was saying before. For example, I have seen the Eiffel Tower, but you don't know for how long I have seen the Eiffel Tower. Okay, and then to express an experience or a result. For example, she has already watched this movie 3 times. So that would be a result, but you also can tell experience. For example, I have been doing my practices for a whole week now. So that would be an experience. And that won't be a finished, a series of finished actions, because it's just one experience. Okay. And as a way to describe a little bit more, we have here that the present tense, that the present perfect tense is used to describe, as I was saying before, the past, it is used to describe unfinished time. For example, I worked as a teacher since 2011. So here we have a time period that started in the past and continues until now, and that would be present perfect. And here is compared to simple past. In the example, we lived in Japan from 1995 to 1998. So it's something that started in the past and finished in the past. So that's a finished action. Then we have that the present perfect tense referred to indefinite time. So I have seen the Eiffel Tower. As I was saying, we don't have a specific time frame. And finally, we have that the present perfect tense expresses experience or results, such as she has already watched this movie 3 times, as I was saying before. So here we can see how the difference and the comparison between the use of the present simple and, the past simple and the present perfect is contrasted. So you can understand in a much better way when do we use simple past and when do we use present perfect tense. Okay. This is it, guys, the video for you for this week. Remember that if you have any doubt, question, consult, you can always contact us through Adega WhatsApp. You have our emails too, so do not hesitate to text us if you have any question about this or about any other tense that we have seen during this term. So that would be all for now. Thank you so much for watching the video and have a nice day.
Thank you, guys. Bye.